been reading the Lectio 365 notes this week. I know some of the rest of you read those as well. And it's focused on the story of Hannah in the Old Testament and Samuel. And in 1 Samuel chapter 1, Hannah comes to God in real pain. She has a desperate longing for a child, and it leaves her weeping bitterly before God. And she pours out her grief to God, lays down her burden, and God hears her. She comes away from this encounter with God, and it says in verse 18, 1 Samuel 1 verse 18, her face was no longer sad. And I don't think that she'd had any quick fix or, any moment of huge revelation, or, God had told her something ever so clearly, or any miracle had happened, but something had happened in that encounter with God where she'd come away with peace. Her face was no longer sad. In 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 7, it tells us, cast all your anxiety onto him because he cares for you. He cares for us. He cared for Hannah, and the very act of pouring out her grief to God, all her pain and all her anxiety and all her shame into his safe hands had left her with a sense of hope and peace that changed her mindset. And I just wanted to encourage you that in this month of December, it can feel so busy and overwhelming for all of us. I've personally been really challenged by the need to take time to encounter Jesus during this time of Advent, to spend some time pouring out my frustrations, pouring out my heart to him about the big and tough things, but also the trivial things. He cares about it all. He wants to hear about it all, and he wants us to bring our mess and our struggles, our burdens, our sense of being overwhelmed to him, because he loved us. He loved us so much that he died for us, and that is the message of Christmas, that he came down to be with us in the mess because he loved us. Have a good week.